So I don't understand this. We got Gervonta Davis against Jake Paul, bro. The weight difference is crazy. Like, I was hearing Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua, and I was like, okay, cool. It's for the money. Get the bag. Entertainment. Jake Paul's got a huge youth kid audience. It makes sense. Now, Gervonta Davis, Jake Paul, Netflix. But things have been started to get heated because obviously, look, you know, Jake Paul, he's got the clout, he's got the numbers. Get me? And this is what Flippin' Gervonta had to say.
What I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck him. And everybody in the crew, I mean, what?
Would you ever fight your brother?
I think for him, it's anything to do with money. Of course he would fight his brother. He don't want to say that he was going to fight his brother, but this is what, obviously, the main man, Dana White, and obviously had to say. Logan Paul was speaking directly to Dana White. Let's listen to this.
There's the burnt bridge with my brother, unfixable.
I don't hate your brother.
He made a diss track on you, though.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Dana White, Jake Paul, they don't get on. They've been going back to back. Ackhiii. And before we start, click the link in the description. Purchase your internet ready. You get me? Are we here? Look, what we doing? Ackhiii, internet ready. Click the link in the description, bro. We got 300 pieces available. Obviously, now it's going, but we've got that one drop. Now, let's get straight back into this.
What's funny about your brother? He's going to fight fucking Gervonta Davis. It's like when you...
Who do you got?
You guys need to fight guys your fucking same size. You know what I mean? When you fought Floyd, you are massive. You're a massive fucking dude. Floyd's tiny. And I'm sure when you were training, you're like, all right, I'm going to hit this guy with a couple punches and grab him, tie him up. And he did hit you with a fucking bomb of an overhand right one time. And you fucking ate it. You ate that punch. And Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than fucking Floyd. But he's too small. I mean, your brother's going to be able to, you know, get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your...
What do you think about this? Real boxers, what do you think? Do you think Gervonta is going to let Jake Paul beat him? No way. No way. But, bro, you have to admit, Jake Paul, he's definitely internet ready. Like, he's just been going from step to step to step. I actually thought the Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul fight was going ahead, but I guess not. We're in this world now.
Critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Is that why what?
Is that why you wouldn't let me fight Conor?
What the fuck are you gonna fight? You're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he could beat me, and I think people would tune in.
But everybody thinks that. I mean, everybody thinks that. If he said, "I can't beat fucking Logan Paul," I mean, come on. He's gonna say that. He's a fucking professional fighter.
Jake Paul made it official. Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. Jake Paul, guys, I'm all for fun fights. I'm all for big events. I will talk about what the fight entails. I don't think for 1 second that Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul in a boxing match is a complete mismatch on the side of Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is that much better than Jake Paul at boxing.
And here's my thing. Are we calling this dangerous? Are we saying because they're not professionals and there's not Jake Paul, he's a boxer, but he's not a professional, it's okay to go ahead with it? Like, and because Gervonta Davis is a professional, like, oh, it's okay. We can put a blind eye to this. It's not gonna be that serious. This is what we need to kind of, do you know what I mean? And this is what Michael Bisping had to say. This is one of the top UFC fighters.
All right, so I wasn't going to talk about this, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis, because it seems like I'm always taking an opportunity to on Jake Paul. And that's not what I'm trying to do, okay? And
well, of course, look. Michael Bisping, he has been a legend in the UFC from the start of UFC, like the early years of UFC, you get me? Manchester legend, you get me? And bro, Jake Paul ain't classed as a professional fighter, even though he's got he's professional now, but they don't rate him like that because he's a YouTuber. So of course he's gonna take liberties. He's gonna send a dig. But to be honest, let's listen to what Michael Bisping had to say.
Yes, when he was rumored to be fighting Anthony Joshua, the former heavyweight champion, I thought bullshit. I thought there's no way on earth that he's going to fight Anthony Joshua because he's massive, he's gigantic,
And for me, this just made sense. Anthony Joshua, collect the money. You're about to retire. You got another fight. We want that big paper fight with Tyson Fury. Fight Jake Paul. Make some more money. You're on your way. But Davis don't make no sense.
Heavyweight world champion that went out there and embarrassed Francis Ngannou by dropping him with every single right hand that he threw. Absolutely flatlined the guy. But Jake Paul's out there talking about taking him on, David versus Goliath and all this type of stuff. And I thought, you know what? Fair play. If he does go out and fight Anthony Joshua, which I wouldn't advise because that would be extremely dangerous.
Of course it would be dangerous. You even saw Francis Ngannou. My man is UFC champion. Obviously, he's left the UFC. Don't get on with Dana White, whatnot. But, bro, people was like, I don't know, my man could beat Anthony Joshua. Ackhiii, he can beat him. I don't know if Anthony Joshua's
internet ready.
But Anthony Joshua
internet ready
was that. But now, this one here, like, you got Jake Paul.
And fair play if he was to do that. And all the critics and people like myself would have to shut the hell up because I always said he's looking for fights that were manufactured, looking for fights that were predetermined. And by that, I don't mean fake fights. I don't mean fixed fights. I mean fights where the odds are so stacked in his favor that, of course, he's going to win. And, of course, we see this. The latest match that's going to go down November 14th at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Jake Paul is taking on, you've seen it by now, Gervonta Tank Davis. A man that is a lightweight in boxing. Now, lightweight in MMA.
Bro, he's nearly 100 pounds heavier. Nearly 100 pounds heavier than Davis, bro. Like, what is going on? Like, what?
He's 155 pounds. Lightweight in boxing, 135 pounds. Jake Paul, I think when he weighed in for Mike Tyson, was 227 pounds.
Official weight, 227.2 pounds.
That is, if I'm not mistaken, a 92-pound weight difference. Almost a 100-pound weight difference. It's insane. Let's say he comes in at 200 pounds. It's still a 65-pound weight advantage.
And why is it mad? This is what we're talking about, things being dangerous and whatnot. Because they probably class Jake Paul as not as experienced as a champ. Gervonta Davis is fine. But I don't know how you can go so far from this mismatch. Like, how is this even relegated? Like, how is this even like allowed? How do they even have the license? Do you get me? Don't make sense.
Which is absolutely ridiculous. How can you be out there claiming to want to fight the best people on the planet and then going out there and taking on a guy that is maybe 92 pounds heavier, that is at least 65 pounds heavier than you? That is
Michael Bisping's talking sense, man. But look, like, who's your money on? Like, who do you think's gonna win it? Like, who's gonna win? Like, who's your money on? Who do you think who's gonna win? Is Gervonta Davis gonna be too quick and he's gonna win on points, or is Jake Paul going to land a heavy haymaker and knock him out? Let me know in the comments, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.